Hello! Before I start the video, I would like to send our warm greetings from Payusa who is watching our video right now. As you can see, nationalism and globalism supporters are always standing on a different pathway because nationalism is all about loving your country and globalism is about caring for the world. Seems very hard, right, to choose which side is better? In this video, me and my friends will explain about our view regarding if nationalism and globalism can coexist together based on the TEDTalk video we received.
Hi everyone, my name is Ravina and I'm a political science student and I will explain to you my argument on what nations should stand on, globalization or nationalism. First of all, I want to separate my arguments into different points. First, globalization has degraded nationalism by increasing the national barriers between countries. Second, globalization and nationalism have a complex relationship which will lead to the others and one supports the others. Third, globalization has increased nationalist sentiment. For me, both concepts have an important position in our contemporary world. I would say that nationalism is benefiting from globalization and is becoming more and more important. Therefore, we need to explore the effect and the relationship of globalization and nationalism. World today has become very different from what it was previously. Because of globalization, the world became a single place that is connected in one way or another. And also because of nationalism, we know the word solidarity.
Hello, my name is Amalia and I would like to make short explanation about my opinion with the fight between nationalism and globalism that has been going around pretty much for a long time until now. I agree with the terms that both nationalism and globalism can work together. In my view, globalism do great parts in making nationalism more suitable for this era. We cannot always depend by old rules in terms of living and protecting our country. We have to make some changes that's suitable and relevant with these days' laws and culture. With so many new things come at once, nationalism then can play their part to prevent the citizen from forgetting about their own culture or identity. So in my opinion, both nationalism and globalism are capable to work together in this era, especially when we are about to enter the era of Society 5.0.
Hello, my name is Adila Isnaini. Now I want to give my opinion about on the video how nationalism and globalism can coexist. I agree with Wannis Kabaj because indeed nationalism and globalism have both positive and negative sides. Both have different parts in our modern world. We need nationalism to maintain our national identity. However, in the other side, globalism is also an opportunity to question our national tradition. Do our national tradition originate from outside the territory of our country? This is an opportunity for globalism to take part. This was confirmed by Wannis at the end of the video. He also believes that there is no choice between nationalism and globalism. So the question is on how we can concatenate either globalization and nationalism well together.
Hello, my name is Rizkia. I am a political science student. In this occasion, I will explain my argument about globalism and nationalism. Talk about globalization, of course, we also talk about cosmopolitanism. Globalization and the development global cosmopolitanism have brought us to the flow information and communication across national borders. In the global era, nationalism has created transnational communities, or also called global tribes. Communities that have allegiance to their origin country are not an obstacle to forming ties with other countries where they live. In addition, through globalization, we can show the strength of our country's identity through global information flows. So, I am agree with the speaker from TEDTalk, Wannis Kabaj. We don't have to look for their lack because nationalism and globalism are linked to each other.
Hi, I am Anandia Heronisa as an undergraduate student from political science. I kind of agree with the speakers. From my perspective, these two types are directly ask for each other presence because they need to make policies that profitable equally. The speaker totally right about this is all how both of them doing better. If globalism in order wants to increase their wealth, absolutely they need nationalist approval to get invention on their economic system. And nationalists need the globalists to raise their influence widely, such as want to break their own national identity. If the worst idea is the globalist cult taking back control, I think it will be hard to accomplish. Globalism doesn't have any legal rules and law, neither government form. On the other hand, nationalism have it all and run by the experts. In conclusion, globalists and nationalists need to work together to pursue each other's goals.
Hello everybody, my name is Diana and I'm Political Science Studies. I'm here to tell you about my argument regarding a statement on video YouTube delivered by Wannis Kabaj on the topic how nationalism and globalism can coexist. I agree about statements Wannis Kabaj, how can we do globalization and nationalism together well instead of distinguishing the two? Because globalization and nationalism have a relation in creating culture, prosperity, political system, and etc. So, I agree that this happens based on the mixing of other countries that contribute to creating the excellence of the nation itself and even become the country's identity. In addition, although the goal of globalization is an idea about universalization, but the spirit of nationalism will always be there as a form of pride for someone towards their own country.
My name is Fadia Mati Nurdini. You can call me Papad. In this occasion, I'd like to tell you my opinion about how nationalism and globalism can be coexist. A statement that quite violates some of the previous views, which even states the opposite. I agree with the speaker regarding the matter because there is an illustration of the ecological devastation caused by the time bomb, which cannot be stopped by only one country. There is something that must be done by all countries in order to stop ecological destruction, namely by the need to see a problem beyond national interest. Another illustration is global warming, which will affect all of countries in the world that should be taught by each country. As quoted by Wannis Kabaj, that our culture is also coming from other countries. Therefore, love for the country or nationalism should be directed to be a better world, namely globalism.
Hi, my name is Septi Wahyuni. I will explain my argument about nationalism and globalism can coexist. We know that globalization is inevitable at this time. I agree with Wannis Kabaj that globalization and nationalism are continuous or coexist. In my opinion, nationalism is the root of globalization itself. It is also the best contraction for both the states and modern societies. So, each country has contributed to the emergence of globalization. Nationalism and globalization hold important position and roles toward modern nation states and people. Both roles depend on each other.
In conclusion, although the argument in today's discussion need more specific information and further research, but it's clear that globalization and nationalism could be opposite in some way, and also can be in line. However, based on each of our arguments, I would like to highlight some interesting points mentioned in the discussion, including my own interpretation. The term nationalism, often associated with excessive loyalty towards one nation, but in real life, nationalism is actually the foundation of social solidarity which defend a particular culture and way of life. In the other hand, the term globalization often associated with negative connotation where in fact globalization involves changes, modernization and culture acculturation. We as a team for sure has a different arguments, but we have something in common on how nationalism and globalization should work together to face nowadays world. Even sometimes globalization can be seen as a challenge to nationalism itself, but again, both terms need to put boundaries on each other.